Srila Prabhupada demands loyalty. Srila Prabhupada himself was loyal. He always wore the sannyasi saffron dhoti, shaved head, and behaved as a perfect Vaishnav wherever he went. He was the most loyal son of his Guru Maharaja, therefore he carried out the instructions of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati to go to the west. When Srila Prabhupada first came to New York City, he was advised by Indian Swamis there to give up his strict vegetarianism and sannyasi observances, but Srila Prabhupada was loyal. And in his Bhaktivedanta purports, he is always loyal to the previous Acharya's conclusion. At least when one became his disciple, then Prabhupada asked for complete loyalty. Krishna consciousness knowledge is very exclusive. One has to understand that Krishna in Golok Vrindavan is the supreme truth. Loyalty to Srila Prabhupada means not to follow other version of the Absolute. If other versions are to be read at all, he said, it is only to know their philosophy. Even Vaishnav heritage should be received through him. Once a disciple said to Prabhupada that Bhaktivinod Thakur was his favorite writer. Srila Prabhupada corrected his disciple and said, your second favorite writer. Prabhupada also asked for loyalty for our own benefit, because his godbrothers were antagonistic. They did not appreciate what Srila Prabhupada had done in going to the West to preach. Not being loyal to Prabhupada means to create a very serious erosion in the most crucial place, dedication to the Guru. Prabhupada once said that if you lose faith in the Guru, it is like a crack at the very foundation of your Krishna consciousness. His demand for loyalty was not something that he regularly asked for, it was love between him and his disciples, and it was expected he would refer to our men and the Hare Krishna people, meaning all his followers, yet although he asked for their attachment, it was without any false prestige. Srila Prabhupada humbly accepted that he was the authorized person to prosecute the worldwide Krishna consciousness movement. In the purports to his books, he expresses that it is not right when so-called Vaishnavas do not respect an empowered Vaishnav who is spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. Therefore, for the followers of Srila Prabhupada, a person's real spiritual advancement can be tested to the degree that he accepts Srila Prabhupada. Promoting good manners and sincere participation in dialogue with other religious sects is part of spreading Krishna consciousness, but ultimately a Prabhupada follower has to appreciate that Prabhupada is topmost. And the reason he is topmost are within the very conclusions of the Bhagavad-gita and the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada always said that we should not disparage other religions or other God-conscious teachers, yet to recognize and to be loyal to the topmost truth in its fullest manifestations, as Radha and Krishna worship, was the precious gift of Srila Prabhupada to his followers. And we cannot follow Radha Krishna without following Srila Prabhupada. Exclusive affection and loyalty to Srila Prabhupada is expressed in different ways. It is expresses when a follower stays in the place where Prabhupada sent him and to do the service that Prabhupada gave him. Out of personal loyalty to Srila Prabhupada, one refuses to break the regulative principles because a disciple promises Prabhupada that he will always follow them. When a devotee complained how hard it was to work with a troublesome devotee, Prabhupada said, that is your austerity. So determination to continue working with God brothers is another expression of loyalty to Srila Prabhupada. Being loyal to the International Society for Krishna Consciousness is another expression. Loyalty to Srila Prabhupada without loyalty to ISKCON is impossible. Loyalty is not theoretical only, it is practically expressed to one's degree of surrender. I will do the needful as a faithful son. Loyalty is expressed in living, personal qualities. Because of our attachment, we do not forget Srila Prabhupada and we take to practices that help us remember him. Loyalty also means that we feel a great distaste and guilt if in any context we find ourselves accepting someone else as our guru. During Srila Prabhupada's presence, when his Gurukul teachers began to seriously follow the teachings of Mary Montessori, Kirtananand Swami remarked, "They have taken a new guru." That was the worst pronouncement and a sign that the Gurukul teachers had to immediately adjust their priorities and decide who was their guru. The more we can retain habits we have learned from him, the style of eating, a way of dressing, then the more we can keep remembrance of him a loyal reality, provided we do these things in an intelligent way. A Srila Prabhupada disciple is loyal to his philosophy, even in the face of opposition. Srila Prabhupada said that life comes from life, the scientists cannot create life. He also said that they have not gone to the moon, and they cannot. The demigods and God himself are all real persons. One has to read the books of Srila Prabhupada regularly. This itself is another item of being loyal, without modifying or changing his conclusions. Maintaining what he has given us, living in a society of devotees, always chanting the Mahamantra, these are loyal responses. And this very concept of being loyal to Srila Prabhupada is itself another of Prabhupada's matchless gifts. He gave us ample reasons and inspiration to be loyal. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama